Hey, welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. I'm Dan, and I've got a good one for you today because you need to get ready to start looking for a job right about now. Wow. Um, Please hit the like button. Please comment on the video, share it. But there's just a ton of news to talk about right now. And I'm literally on one of my favorite streets in the whole world in Newport Beach. And let's get right into it. You know, with all the job numbers lately, we have been told how great everything is in the economy, but the majority of people, when you ask them, and there was Bank of New York that did a survey of people that were working, the majority of the people, almost 88%, said that they feel they will not be working for the same company in just a few years, and that in 10 years it will be very, very difficult to find a job. Now, the problem that you have is most people that are looking for a job as the workforce gets older, you know, they're trying to cut back as much as possible, pay people as less as possible, you know, as little as possible. And that's just a fact right now. You know, oh, we're going to pay more and get better people. That's not the consensus with anybody. You know, from my friends to people I come in contact with, to subscribers, to the people that I'll talk to, strangers, everybody, they all talk about how it's more and more difficult to get ahead right now. It's more and more difficult to maintain a good job right now. But when you look at all the job offers and everything, and you read that report, they did a report and then issued it. One thing that's fascinating is that the amount of money that they're offering people is almost $2,000 less a year than they were paying before. Well, think about that. Inflation's gone up. Even with your line telling to us that inflation is at 3.5%, it's ridiculous. You know, somebody said such a great analogy to me, and it was like weight gain. And if you sit there and you gain 7 pounds this year, 12 pounds this year, 19 pounds this year, and before you know it, you're up 50 pounds, and then you go, hey, I just lost 3 pounds. Hey, Tubbo, you're up, 50 pounds. So big deal that you lost 3 pounds. 5 pounds, 8 pounds, whatever. We're paying up here for everything right now, and nobody's supposed to remember that. It's just supposed to be forgotten. But people that are older, 55 and older, let's just use that group, because what I used to think was old is not old now. And the thing about this is that people that are in that workforce, it's more and more difficult to get a job. My friends have said, I need to strike it rich. I need to make a lot of money right now, Dan, or I will not be able to get ahead, and I worry about my retirement. Every single friend of mine, other than the ones that have pensions and some type of program like that, even with their IRAs and their 401ks, they do not think that they have enough money to retire. And saving at the pace that they're saving at, they're worried about that. But should you get a new job? Should you be looking for a job? You bet you should be, because things are bad right now. And the majority of people right now, think about this. The number of people looking for a job in the survey went from 24% to 38%. Huge amount right now. That's staggering, guys. That's just an absolutely upside down figure, but they're paying people less, they want less, and they don't have the stability. They don't have the benefits. They don't have incentives to bring people in. Just don't care. And it doesn't matter what you do. Now, the people with a college degree, little bit of an edge, but you would sit there, and if you drank the Kool-Aid that we've been told our entire lives, you're gonna, you're a failure if you don't have a college degree. It's about 5% difference right now. That's it on people that are getting ahead. The next thing, and that this would normally be a thing I would just finish my video with, but this is so preposterous, what I'm about to tell you, and that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are getting divorced, okay? Celebrity couples get divorced all the time. That's not a big deal. What is a big deal is that they were gonna get married 20 years ago, and when they met on the set of that horrible movie, Geely, and broke it off after 2 years, went their separate ways, married other people, had a nice life, got divorced, and then reconnected. So with that, they rushed into marriage. They do not have a prenuptial agreement between the two of them. Is that insane? Is that insane? I mean, I am telling you guys, I know people that have a hell of a lot less than those two people, and I tell everybody, divide your assets, have an agreement. I've talked friends that are super wealthy into getting a post-nuptial agreement. Well, what happens if you die, sir, and you have these 4 houses that you have? Well, she's gonna take this, and my daughter's gonna take this, and this one's gonna go to my nephew. Really, who says that? So, one guy who acted offended when I talked to him about this about a year ago came back to me and said, I want to buy you lunch, and bought me lunch and thanked me because his wife and him agreed to this agreement, and everybody knows who's getting what. But Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck did not do that. Is that crazy? I don't know who's worth more. The thing about the entertainment industry is you go up and down. The thing that's funny about Jennifer Lopez, she was about to get a huge, substantial payday in Vegas for a residency. The advantage to a residency, like for example, Blake Shelton's doing a residency in first part of 2025. You just had Rod Stewart finish his, the Eagles are coming back. You know, you've got bands that have things that, you know, they deserve a product because you've got songs you know from people like that. Garth Brooks does it, whether you like that guy or not. Anyways, the point is that Jenny on the Block, what do you know that she does? I'm in love, don't cost a thing. I mean, she got what, one song that we all know about? So with that being said, I don't think it warranted that. But Vegas didn't seem to think so either. And the sales, the pre-sales, the hype of, ooh, we're gonna have her on this date, fell through. Now, who has more money? I have no idea. But is that insane that you have 2 rich people like that are getting divorced and don't have an agreement? Now, here's the thing. Because she's just like you and me, she filed her own paperwork. If you believe that she filed her own paperwork and she filled that out and she went down to the courthouse and submitted that, you are delusional, because she had the most high-priced lawyer. I don't know who it is, but you know she had somebody that took care of that to make it look like she's just on her own and he's going to be on his own and they're just going to separate. They separated in April, like they told us, you know, that they had their 2-year anniversary. So on their 2-year anniversary, she filed for divorce. Isn't that nice? Happy anniversary, sweetheart. So share your thoughts on this. But again, I just think it's stupid that you have somebody that's that successful that doesn't think that they should have an agreement. Now, by the way, she's been married 3 other times. Okay? He's been married to Jennifer Garner. You know, great. But, you know, she was engaged to A-Rod, and nobody likes him. They like Derek Jeter. So they all wish that she dated him and not A-Rod. But you can share your thoughts on all that stuff. Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. For almost 2 years now, I've been talking about the benefits of Patriot Gold. And for the last 18 months, I've been one of their national spokesmen. It's been an honor to talk about such a great company. Made so many commercials, like this one with the CEO of Patriot Gold, Jack.
My name is Jack Haney. I'm the CEO of Patriot Gold Group. I'm here with Dan from iAllegedly.
We hear about central bank gold purchases, digital tokens, ESG 401ks. What does it all mean?
There's never been a more important time to purchase physical gold and silver.
One thing is clear. If you would have taken our advice and bought gold, you'd be up substantially right now. And just in the last year, you would have been up over 20%. Call Patriot Gold today, 888-330-1431, and find out about adding precious gold into your portfolio and for your retirement. They have the no fee for life IRA, and they can even set up a 401k that's backed by precious metals. #1 rated for 8 years in a row. Contact them today and call Patriot Gold, 888-330-1431. Let them know that Dan from iAllegedly sent you. Now, one thing that we like to talk about is real estate and the problems with it. And you're going to see things really turn quickly. For example, in Arizona, they say officially it's no longer a seller's market, it is a buyer's market. And things have turned, and because of the high interest rates and the fact that people are starting to have to sell. In other words, you may have a job loss, you may have a divorce, somebody may have gotten sick, get relocated, whatever. Eventually people have to sell their home sometimes. So with that, you know, it's changed. Phoenix area especially, you're seeing this completely change over what it was 12 months ago. Now, one thing we talked about in one of the last videos was that in July, you had 60,000 contracts that were canceled for real estate. That's a huge number, but here's the thing, the inventory in July went up 14% across the country. That is huge, guys. That is a huge number in 1 month's time. Now, I'm going to have real estate professionals write me and say, this is nothing. This is not a big deal. You need to not act like it's a big deal. It's just the ebb and flow of the industry. No. Nobody believes that. Nobody with any common sense believes that. But you're going to, you know, act like things are just fine. There's so many different problems with people saying, hey, I shouldn't be paying a real estate agent. And we've talked about that here, and I've got my buddy that has that business. If you want to sell your house cheap, for $1,000, he will put you in the MLS, and he will put you on Zillow. He'll do a current market analysis of it, $1,000, and help you stage the home, teach you all that stuff. Very cool for $1,000, and people are taking advantage of it left and right. He's selling it every day. So email me hello@iAllegedly if that interests you, and I'll put you in contact with him. Here's the other thing about real estate that's really disturbing right now is that people are getting robbed in so many different types of communities. Communities like this, where you have, you know, a house that's $17 million. Okay, that's insane, guys. Nobody's gonna sit there and ever buy a $17 million house, the majority of us. Now, with that being said, I love this street. It's like I said, it's one of my favorite streets out there. But the fact that you can have me walk by here once a month with my camera is crazy. It's stupid for $17 million. There's no privacy, there's no lot. Yeah, this is your backyard, okay? That's beautiful, it's absolutely stunning. But man, oh man, get some privacy. But on Google right now, what people are doing, people are blocking out and blurring their houses on Google because of the follow home robberies. And think about this. Here in Southern California, there was a problem with people that would lease high-end cars, and they would go to the hotels, and you would have the valets that would report these people to the IRS. People would brag about the money they made, things like that, and people would turn them in for the commission and things like that. And also, they would rob people. Okay, this guy's driving a Ferrari now. Dan's insane. Dan lost his mind from stepping up from the Prius to this. Man, that guy, look at him, just player. Let's follow that guy home. People are blurring out their houses on Google. Read the article below, because that's disturbing. That's scary that people are that concerned about that. So, you know, one thing that I was in a bank and people were getting cash, and a woman walked into the bank manager. She said, I got a call from the bank today saying that my account had been compromised, and I needed to give them information. And it just didn't sound right. So I said, I'm gonna go to my branch. Now she walks in the branch and they said, no, it was a total scam. So once again, guys, branch manager gave her some good advice. Look at the phone number on your debit card. That's the number to call. Call that number. Do not listen to these people that call you, because they are a scam and they are trying to get your money. And I'm telling you this one thing, the problem with these banks right now, they are fed up with refunding people money for this, and they're not going to give you the money back. So if you make the mistake and you let the fools take your money, that's on you. You know, we love gold on this channel and silver. Gold has hit a new high. Gold prices are set to surge even more, just like, you know, Bob Kudla talked about. So take a look at gold in your future, but read the articles about that. And plus, you know, one thing that Bob talked about is, you know, with the stock market, it could go down, but the sky's the limit. Things could shoot up super high, and you should take a look at that. So, you know, the other thing I want to talk about, that was really got me angry. And on my private channel, we have iAllegedly Live you can sign up for, and it is the uncensored channel. And what it is the things that we can't talk about here and on other platforms that they kick you off for. The advantage to iAllegedly Live is that you get to be able to see this, and we talked about this. One thing that we can talk about here that makes no sense is the Bureau of Labor Statistics does job numbers, and they overstated jobs by 818,000 jobs. That's too much. It's too much. Now, hey, we want you to understand, this wasn't that we lost 818,000 jobs. These jobs just never existed. Well, who should get fired for that? Because tell me something that has been revised up in the other direction. Nothing. There's not a thing that's been revised in a positive direction. For the last 18 months now, 18 months, it's been revised down. You have a country that the president just took a 2-week vacation, and you have a vice presidential candidate who's telling us we're going to fix everything wrong with this, and she's in charge. So correct me if I'm wrong. I don't get this at all. But the numbers, once again, are not good. They're down, and they've been adjusted down. What do you think about that? Let me know. I'm going to finish this video with these last few stories. If you have an Android phone and you use the cool feature where you can use your fingerprint and have your credit card in your phone, hackers have found a way to steal that. So read that story below because you want to get your credit card off your phone. And man, I'm telling you, they work 24/7 to steal from us. Isn't that nice? The Biden administration just lost a ruling in court where they found out that the non-compete agreements were considered arbitrary and capricious. So that's been thrown out. So you can still have a non-compete agreement and have it be valid. So thought that was great. Orange County, California, where I live right here. You know, one thing that people thought was COVID was the Wild West. COVID allowed people just, oh God, look at all this money we can get. Well, there is a bunch of people in real hot water right now here. You can read the story below because there's $10 million missing from all this money. And these people, that was designed to feed the homeless and take care of people. And it looks like a county board of supervisor may have bought his son a house with some of that money. And they also had food banks and things like that where they had invoices that just were paid with COVID money. One of them was really suspicious because it's 3 bills for $666.66. 3 invoices like that were paid to the same food bank, and they want to know where the money was spent. Well, that's a good idea. Again, if you know someone that stole money from these programs, they're coming after you. You're finally going to get it. And there's hotlines and there's things like that. If you want to turn in the coffee house or the guy that you worked for that treated you poorly, now's your chance, okay? Because they're going to do that. Final story was the McDonald's website got hacked, and they had a crypto scam put up there, and people bought Solana with it. Hey, look at this crypto we're recommending. So they're saying that they recommended a cryptocurrency on the McDonald's website, and they stole $700,000 in just a few hours, and then posted horrible things on that and really racist language about how stupid people were. So once again, the funny part of this is that, wow, McDonald's is selling crypto. Let's go get some McDonald's crypto. Mayor McCheese crypto. Anyways, I'm making that part up. Read the story below. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. I like these paddle boarders that lay down. It's kind of a cool thing. That'd be fun. I'd get sunburned in about 10 minutes. But anyways, if you want to get a hold of me, it's hello@iallegedly.com. You want to know what you're thinking, what you want to see on the channel. Onward and Upward. It's a beautiful morning out here, and let me know what you guys are thinking. Can't wait to see you. Talk soon. Thank you.